Hi guys, it's Maria here from Sweden, aka Planner Mother of 3. Today I would like to show you my business planner, the professional planner that I use daily in my work. First of all, I'm using the Hobonichi cousin, the Avec, and together with the new cover for 2023, it's also a Hobonichi brand, and it's called the Shirt Fabric Brownie Plaid. And I am so in love with this beautiful cover. I have it in the A5, I have it in the A6, and I also bought a Weeks, all of them with the same pattern. And I'm very happy that I did, because at first I thought it looked a little bit boring, but then I saw someone showing it more in details and I just fell in love. I think it's a beautiful professional pattern. It has a lot of different colors, and I always love and have loved the combination of brown and blue. And you can also see some lines, stripes that are in the reddish theme or reddish pinkish theme. So yeah, very beautiful. I also got, of course, the Hobonichi Techo 2023 Uni Pen that comes in 3 colors, red, blue and black. And this is the first pen that I use all the time in my business planner. It's perfect. It's good it fits perfectly well in my hand, and you can work with your writing, at the same time you do. Well, what I mean is that you can highlight and you can put other pens directly on it. You don't need to make it dry or anything. So here it is, very thin nib, and I love it. Anyway, so let's open this up. I have some beautiful small things that make me happy. I have a card that I use for when I want to rip off the washi tapes, and sometimes to remind me of the saying on the back part of this card: share your adventure with the rest of the world. And this is a room card from a hotel down in Gothenburg that we love, and it's called Dorsia Hotel. I have some small stickers with some words, with some months and weeklies, Monday to Sunday, that I can use whenever I want to decorate something in the planner. I have also this beautiful Midori painting of different coffee cups. I'm a heavy coffee drinker, actually. And then we have some washies, and I have some index here. So perfect, perfect, perfect. Then you have another pocket here, and in this pocket I have my Hobonichi notebook. I can't show you the inside of it because I have a lot of sensitive information, but it's always in this pocket that I can easily find it when I need the information here. And then in this pocket we have a larger pocket here, right behind or next to the back of the cover, and here I put my specially ordered insert that it's in the traveler notebook size, and it's from the Spanish shop on Etsy called Good Impressions. And this is a Tomo River paper with special ordered. I wanted square corners, and the size of these grids are 0.5, I think. Let's see, let's measure them up. Yes, they are 0.5, half a centimeter. And the weight of the paper, I'll write that down here. It's a little bit thicker than the Hobonichi Tomo River paper, and it's perfect when it comes to writing on it, and when you want to, you know, work with your Tombow jewels or your mind liners or whatever. This one is here, and this works as a brain dump place. I do my logging of the day here and some to-dos, and if I need to write something else, I do that also. And it's perfect because, well, I'll show you how I use the Hobonichi cousin, but this one is perfect because if I need to, I can just take it out and I can put this one into my bag and off I go. I don't need to bring the Hobonichi cousin when it comes to my to-do lists. So let's flip this one through. There are some sensitive information here, so I'll just have to skip to my to-dos. So the first part of the insert is very much about my business, so I can't really show you that. But here I do some to-dos of the day, the highlights of the day. Well, it's kind of a fast logging of the day actually, and I love it. I have decorated a little bit just to make fun of it. And then I have another sensitive writing here. So on this page that I can show you, I've used the 2 pages to write down a lot of notes from a very important meeting. So I have that here, and then we continue with the to-dos. I check them off. I also put the highlights of the day, and it can also be what, you know, things to do, but also feelings I have, or, you know, some kind of short journaling. Yeah, it continues like this. Here I have some sensitive information, so I put this sticky notes on it. Yeah, here I have a pack list from our summer house that I have to be sure that I pack when I go from the summer house to the city. And then I have another pack list here, and that's for a trip that we're gonna make. So I love this one. This is a perfect place for me to combine together with the Hobonichi Techo, the 2022 cousin, July to December. And this one I put into a cover from Lauren Phelps, and just to protect the cover. So, well, I am thinking of doing some decoration here, but I haven't done that yet. I jumped into and started to use it directly when I got it. My financial year, I say this all the time when I talk about my business planning, but this is a essential part of why I choose the Avec. My financial year starts by 1st of July and ends in the end of June. So that's why this is perfect, because this one starts in the 1st of July. So the first 6 months of my financial year will be in this one. And then I have ordered an Avec for 2023, where I will take the first planner, the one from January till June, and I'll put it together into this one. And in that way, I have both years here, because in January, I will probably, you know, I have to go back and refer and see what did we say, you know, in different meetings I had during the fall. But right now, I am all into this one, and it's perfect. As this one started in the end of June, I decided to, I'll show you here, I decided that I wanted to just, you know, play around with the pages. So I started by, you know, using this as a memory keeping planning when it comes to our vacation and during the summer. And then I started to work here. So here is more of the layout that I am using. It's kind of repetitive, not that creative, but it works really well for me. So here we are. This is the week that we are in. And what I do here is that I always log my sleep, my mood, and stress. As you can see, I have them, you know, every week if you go back. And this is very interesting to see how my sleep is today when you're comparing to how it was when I entered the summer. Much better. It is today, thank God. And my mood and the stress. And I have the graph here, and then I can, you know, relate and see, okay, the sleep, the mood, the stress, how much is it affected by what's happening in this week or the week before or the upcoming week. I have, of course, a digital outlook, so there I have all of this, you know, all the meetings planned, but I don't use the to-dos in that Outlook app. I really am an analog person, so I really have to have a paper and pen to write. So I always do my booking digital first, and then I transfer it into this one. And then I mark the color like this, just to, so I have an easy, so that my eye easily can see, you know, when I just have to check the time. It's 2 o'clock. I have a meeting at 3, so I'll have to finish this in time. So the grays are the appointments that I made, and then I put, you know, what I have to do in between the meetings that I've had. And I also highlight things to remember, things that I have to do, some, you know, fun things that happened. I always have the to-do list here down in the bottom of the week, and that works also really well. And here I have, you know, sometimes it's written here, sometimes I transfer it to this day, or I go from here to here. So these two work together, and that works really well together. And then when it comes to the weekends, if you ask me during the springtime, I would say that I work every weekend, which I did. Right now, I am really trying to have free weekends so that I can, you know, get some new energy for the upcoming week. But I know for sure that I will have to use the weekends to work and prepare for assignments that I have the week after. So, for instance, this weekend I am not working during the afternoon. Here I have a friend coming up, and she will go with me to the summer house that we have. And she's going back on Sunday, and then we're probably heading back to the city. So probably there will be some Sunday hours where I can do some work. So if I have to, I'll put them here. There are so many things happening right now, so for me it's important to be able to write down whatever I need to do, if it comes to personal life or to my professional life. So when we're going to the weekend this weekend, I will for sure bring this one, because I have my Outlook, the digital Outlook, in my phone and in my computer, on my iPad, and even on my watch. So I can always go back and see whenever I need or have to do something. But when things come up in my head, I really need to be able to write them down, and that's when this one come in. So I will be, you know, writing to-dos and memories for me to write more about when I do my memory keeping and so forth. This weekend I won't be able to do much planning because I have my friend here. So I am all about writing into this one, and then I can go to my 5-year planner, I can go to my memory planning and to my journaling, and, you know, refer from this and start up new things in these planners. So that's really good. Yeah, so here I have, you know, things that I really need to do or to get, and I mark them off whenever they are finished. And as I have been doing the whole September. Yeah, what else do I have to say? Yes, I'll show you some more here. I also have these prioritize. I have things that I have to write with. I have some consultants that are working for me, so I have to log some of their work. I have to write down things people that I have to contact, and I did that last week, and things that I have to do in the future. And yeah, I've done all of this, but I haven't marked them off. Now they are. I will probably make, you know, have all of these things here under the to-do or note or something here, just to be able to remember the things. Sometimes I also write things under reflection, you know. Some of the learning is all about reflection. You have to reflect about what's happened. Yeah, so this is next week, and as you can see, I'm quite busy, so that makes me a little bit stressed. And the best way for me to be able to see, okay, where am I and how much time do I have? I can see that here we have a break. So here I have, I need to have some lunch, but I have maybe 1.5 hours here for planning, as well as I have 1.5 hours here, and I can go up early. I have some space here, and of course I have a lot of things to do here. But as we are going away on Saturday, I know that I have to do some packing here, and I've written that there. So when I wake up in the evening, or whenever my brain is, oops, I have to remember to, well, then I go and I put it down on the papers. For instance, I'm having a big thing going on in 3 weeks, and I have to do an invitation to that. So here I put it. I just realized that I have to write the invitation, and then I think, okay, when do I need to do that? And then I put it here on the to-do on the specific day, and I'll, you know, then I can leave it, because I know that when we enter the 7th, I will see this, or whenever I enter this week, I will see this. So I might do this even on Monday or Tuesday if I have any space for that. So this really calms my brain, at least. What else? Well, then I haven't filled this in yet, because in August I didn't do that much work, but I have done a lot of things here in September. So here I will write about some financial review, so that I can see how everything works. I did that in the previous planner, and it worked really well, and it's fun to see, you know, how the business evaluates, no, not evaluates, how it evolves, I think the word is. Yeah, and then we have this index. I'll show you. Here I have an index. So here I can find notes that I'm taking, and I can't really show you things here, but I'll show you something. Okay, so when I start my Wednesday, I always put this page up. So whenever if I get a phone call and I really need to take some notes, I use this page. Sometimes I plan the day here, like for instance here. So I did a small planning of the day, and then I got some phone calls, and I did the note taking here, and these notes will be transferred to the page 90 in the index. So here on page 90, I will write about the things that I've been written here on the specific page, if that makes any sense. Then if I want to, let's see if I can get any, can't really show you anything here, sorry. But if ever I want to make, you know, some notes that I am more in charge of, well, then I choose a page that I haven't used yet. So page 19, for instance, I can start up by writing some notes. But as I said, if something happens during the specific day, the day when I, you know, start the 28th, I'll write some notes here, and just so that it will be easy to find them and transfer, and I put the things here on 92, page 92. Works really well for me. And then on here I have the 2022 annual overview, and it's from the Coffee Monsters Co. And it's like on a thick card, so I put it here so that I can, you know, look at it and see how pretty it is. And now we're ending September, and then we have only 3 months, and then we are in a new year. That's kind of kind of whatever, exciting maybe. And here I have some Swedish stamps that I use whenever I need to mail something to a client or so. So yeah, this is my professional planner. I hope that you got something out of watching this. And if you liked what you've seen, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And if you have any questions or comments, please write them down below. And I'll see you soon. Take care of yourself. Have a nice day. Bye.